let's move over to the Central, right? So AL Central, you got the White Sox, Guardians, Tigers, Royals, and Twins. Um, I think the White Sox have made a couple of moves to get better, but I still don't think they're even close to being able to win their division. Twins are never a bad team, but again, I just don't think they've got what it takes to win here. Solid players, but you've got, in my opinion, the Tigers with Tarek Skubal. They've got the depth in pitching. Five incredible pitchers, in my opinion, between Mize, Flaherty, and the offseason acquisition
Framber Valdez.
of Valdez. Yeah. Uh, I think they're the team to beat still. I do think the Royals have got a top five, well, probably top three, but top five for sure position player in all of baseball with Bobby Witt Jr.
Dude, really quick, I just have to say, after watching that WBC,
Yeah.
Bobby Witt Jr., if he stays healthy, might go down as arguably the greatest shortstop of all time.
Yeah. I mean, which we were going to get to here in just a minute. We'll get to the WBC because we haven't covered that
Yeah.
since it wrapped up here. But yeah, I don't disagree with you. Bobby Witt Jr. is an incredible player, but I do think the Royals have a chance of being a wild card team. But what do you think, Alex? I've got the Tigers as the team to beat.
I have the Tigers as the team to beat, especially when you think that this is Scubal's last year on his contract.
Yep. Yeah, I
This
mean, you could
fool
see him
is,
get traded at the deadline if they're not playing well.
dude, this dude is gonna come out trying to get the biggest pitching contract in MLB history. He is gonna be so good this year. Um, I honestly just they're the favorite, but I don't trust their lineup, man. I just don't trust their lineup. And you saw it last year, in
Yeah.
the playoffs especially. That's what hurt them, right? And I just don't think they used the offseason to get the pieces that they really needed. Um, I think they're the favorite, but you just can't sleep. The Guardians have a great rotation,
No.
and then that 1-2 punch with Quan and, Ramirez is really good, man. Like, that team is never an easy team to beat. And then, the Royals, that division is almost like an AL East, but just a little worse.
I
There's
don't
so
disagree.
much talent.
I think you've got the White Sox that are just that
Well,
as
no,
over
dude,
the
the
last few
White Sox
seasons.
made some moves this offseason.
They did.
Are they gonna make a push towards the playoffs? No. But they're
They
not
shouldn't.
these other teams in the division aren't just gonna have an automatic W against them. Murakami, or I think that's how you say it. That dude is that kid's a beast, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That
last year
kid's a
you were
beast.
looking at the Rockies and the White Sox both as teams that you didn't want to just win. You wanted to sweep those teams when you played them. You were getting
Yeah,
greedy in terms of what you were wanting out of your team's
yeah,
record, right?
yeah.
I don't disagree. And listen, I actually think the nice thing about baseball is that baseball is incredibly stacked all the way around. Um, I think it's unlike any other sport in the sense that I think you could still expand and add 10 more teams to Major League Baseball, and it would still be incredibly competitive, and you'd have very few teams at the bottom with awful records.